Groot FM 90.5.
Sy is hier.
Lunch Punch op Groot FM 90.5.
South African folk rock singer, songwriter and pianist, the wonderful Louise Carver in the house this afternoon. Jy ken haar vertreffers soos This Thing Called Love as ook Hope. En nog een wat ons gereeld speel hier op Groot FM, Lift Off. Louise, this is such a big moment for me. It's absolutely amazing meeting you, and thank you for coming in.
Oh, such a pleasure. It's lovely to hear all those songs. It's a little bit of a flashback, and I'll be performing all of those. So,
Oh, fantastic.
It's part of the tour.
Ons
Thank
gaan praat oor daai
Ja,
vertoning by die Atterbury
sorry.
9 April. May I just say, one of my fondest memories of you was a few years ago. You were performing on the open stage at the Aardklop Festival.
Oh, yes.
And the acts before and after you were all these pop rock artists, and you just walked up the stage with that Louise Carver elegance,
Oh.
sat down behind the piano, worked your magic and completely owned that big stage. En jy's nogal 'n klein mensie, you're very short. Do you prefer the big crowd
Hey.
performances or the more intimate ones?
I was having that conversation, and thank you for all that. I remember that show very well. I am most comfortable in intimate performances, and I was having a conversation with another musician the other night, and they said no, they prefer big stages where they can't see the people up close. I like to feel like you're in my lounge and we're just chilling and I'm just playing something. I feel.
Why?
I think it's a lot to do with my experience. I for many years I played smaller venues. Dorp Street Theatre in Stellenbosch was a regular one.
Wow.
And in Joburg, Tan's Cafe, here Barcelona Cafe for many years when I first came up to Joburg. So I'm very, we're better at what we know. But I'm getting, I mean, when I'm on a big stage, I've learned now to use the space. And a lot of the things that I do, I like to step away from the piano, which is also a little nerve-wracking for me because I'm very comfortable behind the piano. It's like a buffer. My little safety blanket.
Wow, fantastic. Let's bounce back in time a bit, Louise. Born in Cape Town and started playing the piano at the tender age of 11 years old. Where did your interest in playing the piano begin, or were you forced, like some other children, to learn the keys at a very early age?
I don't know when that was written in my biography. It's actually wrong. I started at 2 playing
At
in
2
the piano.
already? Wow.
I think my ladies made a mistake there, but I started writing my own music at 11. I was kicked out of piano classes at 11.
Oh, I see.
She thought I was absolutely a hopeless case. The way my brain works is the only way people say to me, how do you write songs? The best way I can explain it is, how do you learn another language? I'm terrible at learning. I can understand Afrikaans. I've battled to speak it. We spoke about this earlier. Some people are very quick to learn languages. I'm very quick to learn an instrument and to write melodies and to put words with music is the most natural thing for me to do. But there's loads of other things I can't do and are completely unnatural that other people are brilliant at. So I started playing very, very young at 2, and my parents, in choir and opera training from 15, signed to my first record label at 15. So
I heard that. That's insane. I mean, you received your first recording contract at 15. That's very young. Give me the run-up to that story.
I think in life there's 2 types of people that know exactly from a little tiny person what they want to do with their life. I was one of those. And then there's other people that find their way as they're going through. Both are interesting paths. Neither is right or wrong. In fact, the person like myself that's had a vocation from a very young age often has a complicated and tricky life, because you're very, very driven and you can miss out on some really nice adventures, which the other person will get. So I've been very focused. I never really wanted to be a child. I just wanted to be or a teenager. Teenage years were awful for me because I was already in my mind there. So I think for people like me, whether you are in sports or driving a F1 car, when you're 15, you're ready to go. You're done, but you have to finish the school and everything like that. So I was writing songs since 11, and then I got an opportunity to start a band at 15, and it just so happened that one of the band members' father, I didn't know this at the time. I'd never used a microphone before. I was opera trained, so I had the projection in my voice. But we went to his house, and the father was watching rugby, and he came down and he signed me on the spot. So not the band. the band fell apart.
Oh well.
Very quickly.
Matriculated at the Rustenburg School for Girls.
Yes.
And in 1996, when you were just 17, also very young, released your first single, It Don't Matter. How did this come about?
Well, I didn't even know about it. So from 15 until 17, I was my mum was with me like a lioness. So she never let me out of her sight. But I had to go and sing in bars, which I wanted to. It was very exciting, but terrible bars. So if I made a mistake, like truck dives, on the N1, N2, that they would book me for 2 years. Every Wednesday, I'd go and do different dive bars, like very bad, very bad. And I learned to handle everything, like electricity going off mid-show, anything getting thrown at me. Drunk people, it's my forte, I gotcha.
Yeah.
So that was very good training wheels, but at the same time we were working with, I don't know if you remember Wendy Oldfield, Sweatbands, John Mayer, anyway. John Mayer,
yes.
Was producing my first single, It Don't Matter, but
what?
It was very...
Are you serious?
Yeah, and it was a wonderful experience. And then I was at school, and unbeknown to me, they released my first single,
It Don't Matter.
I was doing Kringe in die Bos, my Afrikaans exam.
Yes, Darlene
Matthias. And my mother, we were almost, I was next year getting a cell phone, but she unplugged the landline. So that I could focus on my exams, and everything changed. From that day on, I walked into the school grounds. It was the middle year, I think it was September exam, so just before the final, and nobody looked at me the same ever again.
Wow,
and it was
well
a blessing
done.
And a curse.
Yes,
because then people kind of see you as a freak, and all you want to do when you're a teenager is fit in.
Ja.
And then I did not fit in.
Maar jy het tog net 1 jaar oor gehad, so jy was fine.
Yeah, I went to university next year.
I know.
Ja.
Ons gaan nog daarby uitkom en jy het nogal 'n paar dinge agter jou naam. Dis Louise Kaver, die een en enigste in die ateljee, is die Lunch Punch 20 minute na 1. Bly ingeskakel. Gaan kyk of ons haar arm kan draai of miskien 1 of 2 liedjies live te speel. Louise Kaver in die ateljee.
Lunch Punch met Franco van Rensburg op Groot FM 90.5.
En so rukkie gelede nou bietjie terug in tyd gegaan saam met haar, so ek dink hierdie een is heel gepas. Jy ken haar ook vir treffers soos It Don't Matter. What year was this?
That was 96.
96?
Yeah, I was in school. Yeah.
Well, that's the first single
That was
then.
the first single, yeah.
At the tender age of 17.
Yeah.
Can't
Do the math.
believe it. Can't believe it.
Don't do the math.
But you also earned an honours degree in politics.
Yeah.
Philosophy, I like that actually, and then also economics from the University of Cape Town back in 2002. Why did you decide to pursue these fields of study, and have you used it in your career?
Yes, so it's a PPE, and it's from Oxford, and it was we were the first group of students. There were actually 12 of us that did this degree. They were just testing it out, and my record label owner at the time said, "Listen, you're pretty smart. You should go to university. We'll work around it. So we'll tour you when you're not doing exams. There's a lot of downtime, as university students know, and you just need to pull yourself together for exams." So they laid off pushing me when I had to work. And he said, this degree will give you a well-rounded outlook in life. And so I use it every day. I mean, you need to understand supply and demand and basic things that the world works off in economics. You do need to understand for your own comfort philosophy. and that there's been many great thinkers before you.
And
So
you're
get a
running
grip.
your own business as well. So that
yes.
helps a lot.
Yeah, and that's it. And politics, I think the biggest lesson I learned is that you'll never know what goes on in those private rooms between sociopathic leaders as they light their cigars. You'll never know. So
You
actually,
don't want to know.
you don't want to know. You think it's that, but that's what they want you to think. So I became quite cynical, and I thought, no, I won't go into politics.
Mentioned you were born in Cape Town, but you also hold dual citizenship in the United Kingdom.
Yeah.
What and why?
Oh, my parents are British, so they came out to South Africa in the 70s and then went back and had a few years there with me, and thank goodness came back again. So I started my schooling in Cape Town. And so, yeah, so I have 2 passports, but I would never want to live in England.
Are you
ever.
glad they came back? Why?
Very. I've spent time in England in my 20s. I was doing dance music. And I realized I would be very depressed if I lived there. Weather-wise, the people, I'm very African. I'm very South
Oh, wow.
African.
We love that about you.
Yeah, I'm very, very. Just the entrepreneurial side of me, that there's no doll for us. Doll. We're on our own, and I like that spirit. So no, I'm not British.
So you say jy's bietjie van 'n rebel.
I'm a yes. I think I'm a very independent thinker. I assess things, what is right for me and my soul, and I'm not interested in what the norm is for someone my age or my gender, or I don't care. It has to work for me.
You're not a follower, jy's 'n trendsetter eintlik.
I don't know.
Ja, jy doen jou eie ding. Ek love dit van jou. In 2018, you celebrated another milestone in the music industry with this song.
Do you think you're crazy enough?
Massive
gosh.
hit, Crazy Enough.
Yeah.
And alongside US artist Joe Bermudez,
Yes.
went to number 1
Yes.
on the Billboard Hot 100.
Yes.
How
Yes.
did that happen?
There was a second one, so we've had 2.
I know.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm
Getting
rushing
to that
you.
one.
Sorry.
Yeah. Don't
Sorry.
rush me, Louise.
So he came out to support David Guetta, who is a big French dance DJ. And he was the support act. He came from Boston. And on his drive to do a radio interview, he heard my track Days Go By with Pascal and Pierce. And he said, I have to work with this person, which was lovely, and contacted my agents. And they said, Louise, do you want to fly to Boston and work with Joe? And I said, yes, I take every opportunity to travel. And people say, but what if he was a mass murderer or something? And I've traveled to Russia, I've traveled and I've slept on strangers' couches just to make music, and I've never been attacked or anything like that. So I think most of the time people are all right, and you should take the chance.
You have a
and
wonderful guardian angel.
I do. I feel that, actually. I really do. I do. And when things don't work out, I trust that they weren't. I wasn't supposed to get on that flight, or I wasn't
Exactly.
supposed to drive there. I just
Oh,
go with it
stunning.
and go, yeah, it's okay. I'm being looked after. So yeah, we did that. We worked together.
But this was not the first time you've made it onto the Billboard charts.
Yes.
Sorry. In 2016, your track Sunrise, which you also worked on with Joe Bermudez,
Yep.
made it to number 3 on the chart. Were you surprised? And can you describe that feeling to us?
was number 1.
Was it number 1,
Yeah,
not
sorry.
3?
Well, change that Wikipedia.
Hey, Wikipedia, weet
Oh,
jy?
you do. I think we know where he is, though.
yeah.
I think he's in Australia. Where is he? Anyway, yeah, it was surreal, and it was so well timed, because in my personal life, it was a complete disaster, and I found that in my journey on this planet, whenever. And I'm hoping that's not always the case, because
Yeah.
I'm really happy in both areas now. But my personal life was such a shambles, and then I had this number 1, and it was a real. It saved me actually mentally, because I was going into quite a dark place, and I had to leave the dark place and get on a plane and go and sing to thousands of teenagers in the US, throwing
You didn't
luminous
have a
things out
choice.
into the crowd,
Oh,
and
wow.
jumping. Oh, put my back out, jumping up and down for hours. You know how the Americans are; everyone's in a big panda
Body
suit.
mood.
And moving. So it was a wonderful gift on a personal level, and then did some radio interviews and things. It was unexpected, but that's what musicians need to know. And I think in everybody's career, there's little gifts, and you don't know when they're coming. You must just take them when they come.
Some people describe it as the angelic voice and soulful lyrics when you ask the question, what is it that makes a Louise Carver show so special? Your well-loved songs that have captivated radio for decades, and also the way you make us feel at your live shows. But what do you think is the recipe for your success?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't go away. I just keep coming back.
Just being your authentic self.
Yeah, I can't imagine not writing my feelings down. I can't imagine not expressing myself. I don't always win. I failed a few times. That's also important to acknowledge. And I think that I'm extremely tenacious, and I look little and I'm not fragile, but I look small, but I've got I'm brave, I think, and I'm tenacious, and I do get knocked down. I'm only
In
human.
Afrikaans we sê klein botteltjies groot gif. So net omdat jy klein gebou is, beteken jy is jy 'n sterk vrou. Sê maar net. Ons gaan jou definitief nie onderskat nie. Louise, can you play us something live, please?
Yeah, why not? I'm here. Mysteriously, a piano's just been put in front of me.
What are you playing us this afternoon?
I don't know, really. I'll surprise you.
Okay, thank you.
I didn't mean to call. Didn't mean I'm just mildly insecure. A little needy, a little wanting for. I didn't mean to call. Make a fuss, interrupt your thoughts. I was just feeling a little childish, a little charming, a bit suspicious, oh, too ambitious. But my decision, love with conviction, takes its toll. Whisper in my ear, tell me all your fears. It's 4 a.m. and I am here. I am here, crawling to my night. Hold my hand so tight. You say, babe, ooh, you make me, ooh, you make me. I didn't mean to call. Didn't mean I'm just mildly insecure. A little needy, a little wanting for. I didn't mean to shout. Slam down the phone, walk out of the door. I was just feeling a little childish, a little charming, a bit suspicious, oh, too ambitious. But my decision, love with conviction, takes its toll. Whisper in my ear, tell me all your fears. It's 4 a.m. and I am here. I am here, crawling to my night. Hold my hand so tight. You say, babe, ooh, you make me, ooh, you make me smile. Ooh, you make me, ooh, you make me smile. Ooh, you make me, ooh, you make me smile.
Oh, Louise Carver in die ateljee. And I'm so lucky to have front row seats to this show. En jy as luisteraar ook daar buite. Jy kry verskriklik baie liefde op ons Groot FM 90.5 Facebook page op die oomblik. Jy kan haar live stream.
baie
Ari ons
dankie.
tegniese man is hier. Hy live stream die onderhoud en ook hierdie ongelooflike eksklusiewe live musiek wat sy vir ons maak vandag. Will you be doing this also at the Atterbury Theatre, this song?
Yes, absolutely. I can't not. I think I'll be stoned off the
Tell,
stage.
tell me a little bit more about this song. Did you write it after having maybe one or two tequilas too many? Want dit is hoe ek dit
Ja.
interpreteer.
Yeah, absolutely.
What year was that?
Yeah, you know, I've had an interesting love life. A lot of entertainers do.
Yes.
And I think the reason is that you're so focused on your career, whilst other people are learning about love and what not, you know, the stove is hot, don't touch it. We just go, okay, all right, let's try this. And you fall on your face.
And artists are also more emotional human
yes,
beings, so that
yes,
makes it a little
very.
bit difficult for
Yes,
some
beware.
people.
I always imagine your skin is supposed to keep your kind of things inside you, and I feel like artists wear them on the outside. We just have too much feeling. It's crazy. But yeah, I think it was a 5-year relationship. I was just about to move to Joburg. He had dumped me. And I think I probably called him after a late show, after too many tequilas. And
I didn't mean to call. Maar ek het.
Oopsie.
Dis Louise Carver in die ateljee. Dis 'n groot voorreg om jou hier te hê. Ons gaan later kyk of sy miskien nog so enetjie vir ons kan live sing en dan gaan ons praat oor daai vertoning 9 April. Jy moet jou kaartjies kry hier in Pretoria by die Atterbury. Ek neem aan jy's nie altyd in Pretoria nie, nê. So dis
Nee.
nogal 'n eksklusiewe vertoning.
Ja.
9 April
Ja.
by die Atterbury. Jy kan jou kaartjies kry deur seatme.co.za.
Exclusief.
Keep forgetting.
Lunch Punch op Groot FM 90.5.
En sy het hom sopas vir ons live gesing, maar hier is hoe die radiotreffer klink.
I didn't mean to call. Didn't mean I'm just mildly insecure.
Nou ken ons ook die storie agter daai liedjie. Ek het geweet daar's meer tot dit. Pleased to announce that Louise Carver will be going on tour for the month of April. Tell me more about the Take My Hand tour, please.
Well, Take My Hand is my latest single. It's a celebration of life again. I wanted I can, as people know me for writing heartfelt songs, and I really wasn't in that space during lockdown. I was desperate to go out and to see people and to hug people and just have a drink with a friend in a bar and just lots of cappuccinos in a restaurant, and I wanted to put on nice clothes. I want to get out of my tracksuit pants and my lounge wear, as they say, a
Yes.
euphemism for soggy tracksuit pants. Anyway, so I wrote the song "Take My Hand," and I wanted a very cool, clean beat that would cut across cultures. And generations. I wanted it to be like a song that you'd hear at a wedding at like 12 at night, and then granny gets up and dances the little one. I wanted that feeling. Also, I used to go a lot to Mozambique, to Barra Beach and Tofu, and that feeling of sitting at a beach bar and drinking a Deutsche M and just feeling good about life. I wanted that feeling, you know, like when a nice track comes on and you're just going cheers to your
And
friend.
that's the thing dreams are made of. En
Ja.
soek ons almal nie maar net daai, jy weet, vakansie gevoel nie, daai
Yes.
daai goed gevoel wat musiek natuurlik na die tafel bring en dan nou daai liedjie
Ja.
wat nou eintlik hierdie hele toer ook geïnspireer het. You have about 11 concerts or shows happening.
Yeah, so from that, so I released a song and I thought, well, I need to live my truth. You know, it's time to get out there. So I thought, well, let's do a tour. And then everything came together beautifully. I have an amazing tour manager. He is something else. He just is amazing. I won't say any more, but
We'll
he's
leave it at that.
Yeah, he's the right personality to get done.
Okay,
I
awesome.
love it.
Yeah, of course.
And everything just came together. So I ended up doing 11 in the month of April. which is mildly terrifying, but I was dying to. I chose places where I love the venue. One, so Atterbury Theatre is
beautiful.
I know it's hard to match. I mean, it's been
9
built.
April.
Yeah, 9th of April, Saturday night. It's actually been built. You'll be in bed by 10:30 with a cup of tea.
Exactly.
It's not. But there's nothing like a live
Dis 'n
show.
rustige Saterdag aandjie uit saam met Louise Kaver die 9 April hier reg onder ons neuse, and also working with Sims Kula from the popular SA Afro pop soul band
Yes.
The Muffins met 'n
Yes.
Z, who
Yes.
also produced Take My Hand.
Yeah, Sims Simpiwe Kula. We bumped into each other, and when you meet another musician in a space and you just have chemistry, I jump on that. And I said, write me a beat. And he said, what do you mean? I said, send me a beat. It was the depths of Joburg winter. I was sitting by my fireplace. He sent me via Dropbox this beat. And I opened a bottle of red wine, and I wrote the song. And I just thought, this has got nothing to do with my current life, but I'm willing it to be the future. Fun, getting out there and connecting with people again. And it's happened. We're going out. So, yeah. So Sims is hugely talented. It's ridiculous. He makes me feel bad.
He's also playing a variety of instruments
Well,
as
no,
well
I've
as handling
I've stopped him doing that because he shows off.
and the backing vocals.
So he's got the most beautiful. He's actually a lead vocalist, so he's on backing vocals. But I must say he's an exceptional vocalist. But I've pushed him in the back so I can shine.
Jy shine net in elk geval, jy kan net
Lower
opstap
the
en
mic.
shine hoor. Maar ek wil net vra hoe belangrik dink jy is daai chemistry tussen twee kunstenaars? Dis bitter belangrik,
Yeah,
nee.
it's everything, and it's actually very rare. You can make it work.
You can fake it.
Yeah.
Daar's
We know.
tegniese maniere om dit reg te kry.
You can fake it, and you can get the job done. And
Yes.
and people go, "Oh, it's a very nice show." But when you find your magical unicorn partner, and I found my musical husband finally, just musical husband, not
Ons is
beyond.
bly saam met jou. So what can fans expect to hear all the big hits? I mean, Empty Fantasy, Didn't Mean to Call, Home, Warrior, this thing called Love, plus a few songs of your soon to be released 7th studio
I
album.
know. Well, if you're a musician or an artist of any sort, and you weren't doing your craft during lockdown, what happened? Because you've now got this time, this precious time. I know finances were tight. I'm not oblivious.
Ja, ja.
It was terrifying, but stop watching Netflix and get writing. And that's what I did. I just thought, well, and I'm not writing a sad. It's like wartime. They say in wartime, red lipstick sales shoot through the roof, and it's because people don't want to be they want to put on red. It's cheap enough to buy a lipstick and just have a fantasy and just
Feel better
feel
about yourself.
better about yourself.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to write sad music during this time. I wanted to actually write sexy, kind of not fantasy, but just what's going to happen when we're released.
Meer positiewe musiek
Ja.
ook natuurlik.
Definitief.
Listen, speaking of which, Home. Kan jy
Yes.
vir ons 'n stukkie daarvan sing? Wel, jy hoef nie 'n stukkie nie, jy kan die hele song ook sing. Ons sal
Okay.
baie dankbaar wees. Dis Louise Kaver in die ateljee en sy speel en sing vir ons live. Jy kan dit ook gaan uitcheck op ons Groot FM 90.5 Facebook bladsy.
I've been washed out to sea, looking out for land. I can't find north. I do not have a compass, following the stars, saved by the moonlight. I only got one flare, and I'm too afraid to use it. But I've gotta get home, gotta get home to you. I've gotta get home, feel the warmth of you. Struggling to breathe, don't believe in failure. Gotta swim my way to shore. No one said it would be easy. Caught in a storm. Is it really over? but I've gotta get home, gotta get home to you. I've gotta get home, feel the warmth of you. And all I can say is be careful, words puncture deep inside. And all I can say is be cautious, this girl leaves if not love. And all I can say is I warned you, my heart don't suffer well. Don't you call me a user, my loyalty is what you've got. I've gotta get home, gotta get home to you. I've gotta get home, feel the warmth of you. I've gotta get home, gotta get home to you. I've gotta get home, feel the warmth of you. And all I can say is be careful, words puncture deep inside. Don't you call me a user, my loyalty is what you've got. My loyalty, my loyalty.
Dis wat mens noem hartsmusiek. Louise Carver wat ons wegvoer op hierdie Vrydagmiddag 6:02. Louise, was the song about the same guy? That a 5-year relationship? Ek moet huis toe kom na jou toe na die 2 tequilas.
I was in London. I was sitting on a tube, trying to get a record deal next to, I remember, several spotty teenagers eating fish and chips on the tube. And I thought, I want to get home.
Yeah.
This is hard. So it was about South Africa and a little bit about a guy, but you know, it's about the feeling of feeling, as we were discussing earlier. That's not me. I got the passport, but that's not who I am. So I just was dying to come home.
And the home for you is a stage as well. Excited to perform again after such a stressful time.
Oh, yeah.
And you say you are looking forward to enjoying the energy that only a live show can create.
True, and I did some virtual shows. I had a show called Virtually Yours through
I saw
CompuTicket.
that. Oh,
And
beautiful.
yeah, it was lovely. It was done beautifully by the best technicians and all the rest, but it wasn't the same. It's just not the same.
Be sure to join Louise Carver for an evening of exquisite music, good friends, and also a great night out. Sy's in Pretoria, 9 April. Moet nou nie spyt wees as jy nou nie jou kaartjies in die hande gekry het betyds nie, want daar is net 'n paar, dis net een vertoning. En
Ja.
dis 'n aandvertoning, 7 hierdie aand, né? 7 bells.
You'll be home by 10:30, as I say. With,
Next Saturday at 7 p.m. Jy kan jou kaartjies kry deur seatme.co.za. Louise, dit was 'n ongelooflike voorreg om jou te ontmoet. Thank you so much for
Baie
pulling
dankie
in.
vir die tyd.
En kom kuier weer asseblief.
Ja, be lovely. Enjoy your weekend in Dullstroom.
Kan ek jou 'n groot guns vra voor jy loop? Kan jy net sê hi, ek's Louise Carver, jy luister na Fransja op Groot FM?
Ja.
Okay, are you ready for it?
Hi, ek is Louise Carver en jy luister na François on Groot FM.
Yay! Bye Louise.
Bye, thank you.